Have you ever stood up from a chair without using your hands to push off? It might seem like a small thing, something we all did without thinking in our younger years. But as we grow older, this simple movement quietly becomes a meaningful sign of strength, balance, and independence. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s and can still rise from a seated position without using your hands, you are doing something truly remarkable and possibly even extending the quality and length of your life. Standing up without hand support isn't just about strong legs. It's about coordination, posture, joint health, and the quiet determination to keep your body moving with confidence. It shows that your muscles are still doing their job, your balance is still intact, and your body is working as one. In today's video, we'll explore why this one movement is such a powerful indicator of healthy aging, and how it connects to overall wellness, independence, and long-term mobility. Whether you can do it easily or are still working toward it, this conversation is for you. And if you find the video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment to let us know where you are on your wellness journey. Lower body strength, the hidden power behind standing without using your hands. When was the last time you stood up from a chair without using your hands? It may seem like a small thing, something you've done 1,000 times before without thinking. But as we move into our 60s, 70s, and beyond, the ability to rise from a seated position without hand support becomes more than a routine motion. It becomes a quiet, powerful indicator of lower body strength, one of the most essential elements of lasting mobility and independence. Being able to stand up without using your hands shows that key muscle groups, particularly in your thighs, hips, glutes, and core, are still strong and engaged. These are the muscles that help you walk confidently, climb stairs, and carry your weight safely through daily activities. When they're functioning well, everything else feels more manageable, and when they're not, even simple tasks can become harder than expected. Strong lower body muscles act like the foundation of a house. When that foundation is solid, you feel stable, balanced, and supported. When it weakens, other areas like your knees, back, and posture begin to take on extra stress. That's why this small test of standing up without your hands is more than a show of strength. It's a reflection of how well your body is working as a team. For older adults, this kind of strength doesn't just appear overnight. It comes from years of movement, consistency, and making an effort even in small ways. Maybe it's through daily walks, gardening, stretching, or getting up and down from chairs on your own, whenever possible. These everyday actions help maintain the muscle tone that keeps your body active and your life independent. In the world of senior wellness, we often hear about flexibility and balance, but strength is the unsung hero behind them both. Without strength in the legs and core, balance becomes shaky. Without strength, flexibility can't support movement. Strength is what holds it all together. And the good news, even if you've lost some of that strength over the years, it's never too late to work on it gently. Strength can be rebuilt slowly, mindfully, and with the right approach for your body. But it all starts with awareness, noticing where you are today and celebrating the strength you already have. Standing up without your hands may look simple, but it's a skill that supports your ability to live on your own terms. It can be the difference between needing help and feeling free, between hesitation and confidence. If you're not sure where your lower body strength stands, this simple movement is a gentle place to begin. And if you have any concerns about your muscles, joints, or balance, always check with your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercises. It's a great way to make sure your path towards strength is safe and right for you. So the next time you rise from a chair without placing your hands on the armrest, take a moment, pause, and smile, because that small motion, it's a quiet celebration of everything your body can still do. And in the journey of senior living, that strength is a beautiful sign that you're aging remarkably well. A quiet sign of independence, what standing without your hands really means. When you can stand up from a chair without using your hands, you're doing more than just showing strength. You're also demonstrating something deeper, something that touches nearly every part of daily life. Independence. For many older adults, the ability to move freely without assistance becomes a quiet but powerful goal. It's not about being able to do everything alone, it's about having the confidence and physical ability to manage the things that matter most in your daily routine. And something as simple as rising from a chair unassisted reflects just how capable you still are. Think about how many times a day you get up from the sofa, the dinner table, the bed, or even the toilet. Now imagine needing help every single time. That one simple motion becomes the key to whether you can take care of yourself on your terms, whether you can prepare a meal, answer the door, or get to the bathroom safely. That's why this ability, though it may seem small, says so much about your level of freedom. In the world of senior wellness, we often talk about quality of life, and independence is a big part of that. Maintaining the ability to move, shift, and respond to your needs throughout the day means you're not just aging, you're aging with control, with dignity, and with grace. Being able to stand without pushing off isn't about proving anything to anyone else. It's about you knowing you can rise when you need to without relying on another person's hands. That's a subtle kind of empowerment that brings real peace of mind. Of course, we all need help from time to time, and there is absolutely no shame in accepting support when it's needed. But if you can still manage key movements on your own, you're preserving something very precious, your sense of self-reliance. This independence also plays a role in emotional well-being. When you feel confident in your body's ability to handle everyday tasks, your mind feels more at ease. You're more likely to stay socially active, more open to outings, and more motivated to engage in routines that keep you healthy. And even if there are some movements that now require assistance standing up on your own, even just from your favorite armchair, remains a strong reminder that you still have control. And that is something to be proud of. If you're working to regain or maintain this ability, start small and be patient. Listen to your body. If you ever feel unsure or limited, it's always wise to consult with a healthcare professional who understands your goals and can guide you safely. Independence and safety can go hand in hand. One doesn't have to come at the cost of the other. In the end, this one motion, rising to your feet without support, is far more than muscle memory. It's a message, one that says, I'm still capable, I'm still in charge, and I'm still living my life on my own terms. That's not just movement, that's senior wellness in action. More than just a movement. How standing up without hands reveals balance and coordination. Standing up from a chair without using your hands may seem like a small task, but beneath that motion is something much more complex, a gentle test of balance and coordination that says a lot about your overall well-being. As we age, many things in the body begin to shift. Muscles may weaken, joints may feel stiffer, and our ability to coordinate movement doesn't always stay as sharp as it once was. That's why this simple action, rising from a seated position without help, is far more than a strength test. It also quietly reflects how well your body is communicating with itself. To stand without pushing off your body needs to work in harmony. Your core must engage, your legs must activate, and your brain has to coordinate the motion smoothly. Even your feet play a role, helping you stay stable and grounded as you transition from sitting to standing. That's where balance and coordination come in. Good balance keeps you steady as you shift your weight forward. Coordination ensures your body moves together as one, not in pieces, not with hesitation. When both are working well, standing up feels effortless. But when one or both are off, that movement may feel wobbly, delayed, or unsafe. In the world of senior wellness, we recognize that small actions often reveal the bigger picture, and this one motion, though simple, can offer early insight into how your body is functioning as a system. If you find yourself needing to rock forward, grab onto furniture, or steady yourself more than usual, that might be a signal worth paying attention to, not out of fear, but out of care. Balance and coordination are essential for safe movement, especially as we get older. They play a vital role in fall prevention and help you stay active in everyday life, from getting in and out of bed to walking outside to navigating a kitchen or grocery store. And the beautiful part, these skills can often be improved with time, consistency, and mindful practice. Gentle balance exercises, posture, awareness, and movement routines tailored to your needs can make a big difference. But always check with your doctor before beginning any new activity, especially if you've experienced dizziness, instability, or falls in the past. If you can still rise from your seat without using your hands, pause and celebrate that moment. Because what it really means is this: your body is still communicating well with itself. Your muscles, joints, and nerves are still working in sync, and your balance, that quiet inner stability, is still supporting you every day. And if you're still working toward that ability, know that it's not a race. The journey itself, becoming more aware of your movement, improving little by little, is already a powerful step toward senior wellness. In the end, this simple movement tells us a deeper story, one of coordination, connection, and the subtle strength of aging with intention. So the next time you stand tall without your hands, know this: you're not just moving. You're proving that your body, mind, and spirit are still very much in sync, and that is something truly worth honoring. Healthy joints, easy movement. What standing up effortlessly says about your body. If you're able to stand up from a chair without using your hands, and do so without pain or stiffness, that simple movement is telling you something important. Your joints are working well. And that's a big deal, especially between the ages of 65 and 80. We often think about muscles when we talk about standing and walking, but your joints, especially your knees and hips, play a central role in every step you take. These joints are the hinges that allow your body to bend, straighten, and move with fluidity. When they're healthy, everyday movements feel natural. When they're inflamed, stiff, or painful, even the smallest tasks can become challenging. Being able to rise from a seated position smoothly without needing your hands suggests that your joints still have good range of motion, flexibility, and stability. It means you can shift your body weight, engage your legs, and straighten up without pain stopping you. And in the world of senior wellness, that's a sign of functional strength and graceful aging. Healthy joints allow you to live more freely. They support your ability to move around your home, enjoy the outdoors, cook meals, and visit with friends, all without the constant distraction of discomfort. And while joint wear and tear is a natural part of aging, not everyone experiences the same limitations. Some older adults continue to enjoy pain-free motion well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. That doesn't mean every day is perfect. Some days might include mild stiffness or occasional aches, especially after sitting for too long or during colder weather. But if you're still able to stand, move, and stretch without relying heavily on external support, your joints are likely doing better than you think. This is also why joint-friendly movement is so important in later years. Low-impact activities like walking, gentle stretching, tai chi, or swimming can help maintain the lubrication and mobility that joints need. And if you ever notice a sudden change like swelling, sharp pain, or limited movement, it's always wise to consult your doctor. They can offer advice or treatment options that align with your lifestyle and long-term goals. Sometimes we overlook just how much our joints do for us until something hurts. But every time you rise from a chair without strain, that's your body quietly saying, "I'm still flexible, I'm still strong, I'm still moving." And that movement is key to independence, comfort, and quality of life. It's what allows you to enjoy your day without hesitation and to face new activities with confidence. So if you're still able to stand with ease and without your hands, take a moment to appreciate the harmony in your hips, knees, and ankles. They've carried you through decades of living, and they're still supporting you now. In the journey of senior living, this kind of joint health is more than a physical blessing. It's a reflection of care, awareness, and choosing to move forward with intention. That's not just healthy aging, that's senior wellness at its finest. A simple movement, a powerful message, lowering the risk of falls and hospital visits. If you're able to stand up from a chair without using your hands, that small action may be sending a much bigger message, one tied to your safety, your independence, and even your future health. Studies and health experts increasingly recognize this movement as a quiet but meaningful sign of lower risk for falls and avoidable hospitalizations. As we get older, maintaining balance, strength, and coordination becomes more important than ever. Falling is one of the most common reasons older adults are hospitalized, and even minor slips can have major consequences. But when your body can still rise from a seated position smoothly and without help, it means several things are going right at once, and that's something worth celebrating. This simple motion tells us that your legs still have strength, your joints are cooperating, your posture is aligned, and your brain is communicating clearly with your body. All of that reduces the chances of losing balance, tripping, or being caught off guard by everyday movement. In the world of senior wellness, prevention is often better than recovery. And something as routine as standing up without your hands can quietly reflect a body that's still stable and steady, a body less likely to experience sudden falls and more likely to recover quickly if one ever happens. It also suggests you have the confidence to move about your day without hesitation. That sense of control, knowing you can get out of a chair without relying on someone else, makes you more willing to stay active, socialize, and go about your usual routines. And activity itself helps lower risk even further. But when standing up becomes difficult, especially if it's accompanied by wobbly knees, dizziness, or hesitation, it may be a sign that your balance or strength needs some extra support. That doesn't mean anything is wrong. It just means your body might be asking for more attention in those areas. If you notice changes, don't ignore them. Gentle movement, strength training, or balance-focused exercises can often help. But always talk with your doctor or physical therapist before starting something new, especially if you've had a recent fall or feel unsure about your footing. Prioritizing safety, while staying mobile, is a key part of senior living. And if you're still standing strong today, be proud of that. Because every time you rise with ease, you're lowering your risk of injury. You're reducing your chances of needing emergency care. And you're proving not just to others but to yourself that your body is still working in harmony. These are the quiet victories of aging well. They might not make headlines, but they make a world of difference in how you live, how you feel, and how long you can continue to enjoy your independence. So the next time you stand without needing your hands, take a moment to recognize what that truly means. You're not just standing, you're staying upright in more ways than one. And that's what senior wellness is all about. A powerful indicator of aging. Well, in body, mind, and spirit. There's something quietly extraordinary about being able to stand up from a chair without using your hands. On the surface, it may look like a simple act, but underneath it reflects something much greater, a sign that you're aging well both physically and mentally. This single movement draws strength from your legs, coordination from your brain, and balance from your whole body. When you can do it with ease, it shows that your muscles, joints, and nervous system are still working together in harmony. That harmony is one of the most reliable signs that you're not just getting older, you're doing it with grace, awareness, and resilience. In the world of senior wellness, we often talk about the connection between physical and mental health. This is a perfect example of how they come together. To stand up smoothly, your body must respond with strength and control. But your mind also plays a role staying focused, confident, and calm as you shift your weight and rise to your feet. This kind of functional ability isn't just about fitness, it's about quality of life. Being able to get up on your own gives you more than physical independence. It gives you a sense of confidence, dignity, and inner strength. And that confidence spills over into other areas of life, how you approach challenges, how you interact with others, and how you feel about yourself each day. People who can move with ease in later life often maintain a sense of purpose and positivity. They tend to stay more socially engaged, more active, and more hopeful about the future. All of these traits are tied closely to mental wellness, which, just like physical health, plays a vital role in longevity and quality of life. What's more, this small ability may reflect long-standing habits, daily walks, balanced meals, regular sleep, and emotional self-care. It tells the story of someone who over time has chosen to care for themselves with patience and consistency. These choices may not seem dramatic, but they add up to something powerful. If you can still rise from a seat without assistance, take a moment to acknowledge that strength. Not just the strength in your legs, but the strength in your mindset, the quiet determination that brought you here. And if you're working toward this goal, don't be discouraged. Progress comes in small steps, whether it's practicing posture, doing light strengthening exercises, or just being more mindful of how you move. Every bit counts. And as always, it's a good idea to consult your doctor before beginning any new physical routines, especially if you have health concerns. Aging well is not defined by looking young or doing what you did at 30. It's defined by how you care for your body, how you adapt with grace, and how you continue to show up for life. One thoughtful movement at a time. So the next time you stand without using your hands, know that it's more than a motion. It's a message. It says, I'm still strong, I'm still capable, I'm still living fully. That's the heart of senior wellness, where every day, every choice, and every step forward matters. Can't stand without using your hands yet? Progress is always possible. If you're not able to stand up from a chair without using your hands, please know you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not out of options. The ability to rise smoothly from a seated position can be improved often more than you think, with gentle effort, consistency, and patience. In the world of senior wellness, we believe that aging well doesn't mean doing everything perfectly. It means being aware, staying engaged, and doing what you can one step at a time. And building the strength and control to stand up without hand support is something many people over 65 can gradually work toward, regardless of where they're starting from. This ability depends on a mix of lower body strength, balance, joint mobility, and coordination. If one of these areas is lacking, it doesn't mean something is wrong. It simply means your body is asking for a little more attention and support. Start small. Even sitting and standing from a chair using your hands, done slowly and intentionally, can help retrain your muscles. As you build confidence, try using less support over time. Practicing posture, doing gentle leg exercises, and engaging your core muscles regularly can make a noticeable difference. Of course, before beginning any new activity or exercise, it's always best to talk to your doctor or physical therapist. They can help you find movements that are safe and tailored to your needs. One of the most inspiring parts of working toward this goal is that progress often happens in small, encouraging ways. Maybe today you push off the chair just a little less. Maybe next week you pause halfway through the movement and feel more balanced. These moments are worth celebrating because they show growth, physical and emotional. And remember, strength isn't just about muscles, it's also about mindset. The fact that you're willing to try, willing to improve, already puts you on the path toward greater independence and resilience. At senior living communities and wellness centers, many older adults set similar goals. Some of them start with difficulty even needing assistance, but over time they often find that simple routines, walking, stretching, practicing standing with guidance, begin to shift what they once thought was out of reach. There's no age limit on progress. Your body still has the ability to learn, adapt, and build strength. It might not happen overnight, and that's okay. The journey itself is part of your wellness story. Most importantly, don't compare yourself to others. Focus on what's possible for you today, this week, this season of life. You are the expert of your own body. Listen to it with kindness, move with care, and give yourself credit for every effort, no matter how small. And if one day you rise from that chair without needing your hands even just once, take a deep breath, smile, and recognize what that moment represents: dedication, growth, and the strength to keep going. That, in its quiet and powerful way, is what senior wellness is all about. If you've followed along with today's video and found yourself nodding at even one of these signs — strength in your legs, balance in your steps, determination in your efforts — then you are already doing something truly powerful. Whether you can stand without using your hands right now or you're still working toward it, this journey reflects more than just physical ability. It reflects spirit resilience and the will to keep moving forward. Aging well isn't about being perfect. It's not about doing everything the way you used to. It's about showing up for yourself each day, with care, with patience, and with quiet strength. Standing without help is just one motion, but it's also a message. A message that says, I am still capable, I am still improving, I am still living fully. Here at Senior Wellness, we celebrate those moments, big and small, where your body and your heart work together to support the life you love. If today's video gave you encouragement, insight, or simply a little peace of mind, we invite you to subscribe, like, and share it with someone who might need the same reminder. You are stronger than you think. Keep going gently, bravely, and always with hope. We're honored to walk this journey with you. Until next time, take good care and keep rising one steady step at a time.